The weekly ministerial briefing today is focusing on the activities of the Ministry of Justice.
has
Fielding
not
questions on the
been killed.
deductions from the Parry Club
To
refund,
what we need
Malami declared
before
that the
him.
governors originally
Commendable.
created the liability whose
Before we
payment
go
they had
asking
also indemnified.
When the claims were eventually processed and paid to the Governors Forum, they indeed on their own, without the intervention of the federal government, took steps to make part payment to the consultants, acknowledging their liability over same.
He explained that when the Nigeria Governors Forum requested the refund, one of the conditions was the settlement of the consultants it engaged. According to him, when the refund was paid to the states, a part payment was also made to the consultants, but the governors eventually halted the payment, requesting an out-of-court settlement instead.
It was the Governors Forum and not the federal government in the first place that engaged the consultant. Two, when eventually successes were recorded associated with the refund associated with Paris Club, the governors collectively and individually presented a request to the federal government for refund. And among the components of the claim presented for the consideration of the federal government was a component relating to the payment of these consultants that are now constituting the subject of contention.
After running the required checks, the AGF's office spotted no elements of fraud involved and discovered that it was too late in the day for the governors to backtrack.
And I am happy to report to you that the governors individually and collectively provided the desired indemnity to the office of the Attorney General, conceding, agreeing, and submitting that the payment should be made. And yes, and that was the basis and the ground on the basis of which we eventually took a decision advising the president that the payment should be made. And then along the line, there was a change of leadership of the Governors Forum. And all the noise making that is now being generated arriving from the Governors Forum is not only unjustified, but indeed a clear case of indeed absence of defense.
The minister reels out achievements in the last 18 months, including convictions of 1,000 terrorists and repatriation of over 3 billion naira, which have been deployed to social investment schemes and the execution of major infrastructure projects across the country.